We think, okay, because I have songs coming in my head, I could just rush in the studio, book a little studio time, and watch me. Anytime I pass through a studio, I go and bust. You are in for a big surprise. A lot of artists over the years, hundreds and hundreds of artists, they go to the studio with that mindset that, hey, when I record this song, I go and bust. So guess what happens? They record the song, and when they post it up on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, they get something like 50 likes, 1,000 views, but it's not really in the millions. Clearly, and there are other artists who sound just as good as you, and they would make a release and they have 2 million views on YouTube, 1 million views, and you're going to ask yourself, okay, what did I do that was so different? You know, and from the time you start asking yourself these questions, now you're getting into the frame of mind that you need to be in to move forward. Because the only way you could move forward is if you learn, if you research what you are doing wrong or what you are leaving out. What are some of the steps that you think you need to take to approach a better career, if you could have one at all? We have always done an artist development program for the last 10 years, maybe. Before COVID, I think we did about 5 to 6 years of the artist development program, and after the COVID, I think we only embarked upon one class, and since then we have not continued, and there's a reason for that. I feel as though we have done so much of, you know, classes with artists, that it is high time that we start looking at, okay, so why aren't these artists progressing? Because they weren't progressing before the program. So you would only think that after the program, why are they not progressing? And then you have to look internally, or we had to look internally to see if the modules that we were studying, if that was the problem. Maybe we wasn't teaching them the right things. And all throughout that process, we did come to realize that even if you have all the information, you get the right attitude, you could harness your skills, which means you know what to practice, you know how to sound, you know how to sing, you develop your brand, you know how to perform. There's one element that we seem to look over, and we tend to overlook it, which is having a hit. Having a hit. There's a difference between having a hit and having a good song. When you have a good song, as a new artist, that's not good. All right? It's not the best that you could do. The best that you can do is to have a hit. All right? Because what happens, you're not the only person that is going to have a good song. Beyonce is going to have a good song. Jay-Z is going to have a good song. Meek Mill, all these big artists, Marsha Montano, Iowa George, Patrice Roberts, and we could call names. We could go on and on and on and on with names that we are all familiar with. These artists, they can have a good song, and that will be all well and good for them. But what made them a good artist, a known artist in the first place? It was having a hit. Because a hit song is what it takes to carry you to the masses. For the masses to say, yes, who is this artist? Because when you have a hit, when you have a good song, the radio stations will back you once you have a name. But if you don't have a name, you don't have a branding, the public don't know you. Even if you have a good song, they would even try to play your music on the radio station because it sounds good. But it's not going to make people say, hey, I need to go and listen to this again and again and again on YouTube. So you find when you promote yourself on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, the views, as you promote, your views go up. And when you stop promoting, the views stay the same. That happens when you have a good song. Well, sometimes if you have a crappy song too. But the thing is, if you have a hit, when you advertise and you put your music in front of people, the views will go up, yes. Just like if it was a good song. But if it is a hit, the views will keep going up and up and up and up. Because why? It means that if 10 people looked at your song today, most likely, because you're not advertising and your song not in front of people, then those 10 people, if your song is a hit, they will go back and listen to it again. And then your 10 views is going to turn into 20 views. All right? Your views could end up being 100 views. And it's still the same 10 people. Right? However, when these people listen to your song over and over and over, the algorithm for Google Analytics, it is going to pick up that, hey, something is happening here with this song, because they are retaining listenership. So people just don't listen to it for 3-5 seconds and then next. They actually listen to it all the way down through. Hardly ever on YouTube people listen to the entire thing. So once people, and now there's a repeat button. So once people start listening to your song in 100% loops, then bet your bottom dollar, you will not advertise no more. Google is going to advertise for you. They are going to put it in front of people to retain viewership, because that is where they get their money. They need to find content that people want to see or hear. All right? So that the more people that they could retain, the more audience they can have, is the more they could charge corporate companies for advertising while using your content to bring people in to Google and YouTube. So once you have a hit, everything starts to unravel, and it starts to grow and evolve. But a lot of artists don't understand what is the difference between a hit and a good song, because every good song that they have, they think is a hit. And it's just that they need somebody who could help them push the music and get the music popular, just like how Destra songs were popular, just like how Machel Montano songs were popular, although some of the songs weren't actual hits. It was just that they had good songs. But the thing is that people know Machel Montano. People go to his concerts. People buy his tickets. Why wouldn't a radio station play his music? They would. All right. Now, we know Machel Montano have some of the best songwriters across Trinidad and Tobago, and a matter of fact, throughout the Caribbean, and maybe extended throughout the rest of the world. So Machel don't bring no weak song, really, right? He have good songs. And still, not every one of those good songs are actual hits. Hits that can determine how far your career can go. Hits that can push the limits to your possibilities. So it's just about knowing that you need to learn as much as you can. And if you don't have that if you don't want to to learn more, and you think that you're already good, and the only thing you need to do is to have a good song, well, in your book, it wouldn't be a good song, it will be a hit. All right, and that's all, because they have hits, and anybody invest in here, they're going to succeed because you're going to succeed. It's a good way to think, but I don't think it is the best way to engage with somebody. Yes, you have to be confident, but not arrogant. Arrogance is the absence of facts. Confidence, when you have confidence, is because you have facts to back you up. So your whole demeanor, your whole attitude, everything is going to be different once you are actually confident in what you do. So again, we just have to see where it goes. All right. So again, if you're wondering what it is EM Studios look for in an artist when we invest in an artist, we look at your attitude, number one. Number two, your ability to learn, your ability to grow. And that is all results of having the right way of thinking. So once we realize that your way of thinking is a little bit not too, like, you're very one-track minded, it's good to be confident, but not arrogant, right? Because definitely we're not looking for arrogant artists. And arrogance, again, is the absence of facts. So when you approach us like, I know we gonna make real hits, we gonna make real money, and take that attitude somewhere else. Because when you understand the industry, you will know it's not just about what you can do. It's about having a team. It's about people coming together to make something work in a professional manner. All right. So anyway, all in all, it was great to be here chatting with you. A lot of time has passed, and I had a big up to T4, Terminal 4 clothing store, hip hop wear, urban wear, you name it, they have it. All the latest brands, the best brands, original brands. You can check them out at level 2, Long Circular Mall. Yeah, we're in the little hat and thing here. All right. So anyway, EM Studios TT, believe you can, keep your dream alive, and keep going towards greatness. Keep looking and treading forward. Later.